I used to go through an entire school day hoping that no one would speak to me. I had one friend in my entire school. I go through my classes playing Clash Royale on my phone with headphones in. I was that guy in the group assignments who did absolutely nothing and just turned in the assignment. When I got home, I get into argument after argument with my parents. I go straight to my computer for hours. At the end of the day, I lay on my bed. I'd ask myself, why am I so angry at my family for no reason? I want to help them up, but I feel like I'm a burden on everyone around me. I want to do more with my life, but I feel so empty inside. On October 31st of 2022, I realized that there was a way out that could change my life. I found self-improvement, and I dedicated my life to it to get to where I am today. It doesn't have to be this way. You can change your life. And the number one thing you can do to change your life today is to start building a social circle. A group of men around you, young men working hard, going to the gym, that can bring you up. And you can have a journey of success together. It brings you from this awkward guy on self-improvement to a leader. And you can bring that into your business. You can bring that into real life. You become this charismatic guy who's connected to those around him. How do you build that social life? Because there's many YouTube videos just like this one where a guy will tell you how important it is, but it stops there. He never tells you. And in fact, he probably just plugs you to his free community. So, how do you build it? I've been working on this for the past few months, and I've begun to realize that it's this vague thing in people's head of like social life, and you're on self-improvement, but you don't actually know what that means. You want to build this social life, this brotherhood, but it's so difficult and such like a big task in your brain that you just put it off. Do something else. So we need to start with weekly adventures. This week, I want you to go out. Find a new spot. Do something cool. This week. Have an exciting life. And weekly adventures is another like vague thing. Like, okay, I'm going to do a weekly adventure. What's that? Well, I'll list a bunch of ideas. So you could go to a fancy restaurant, right? And go interview some people there for your YouTube channel. You could go hit a workout with a bunch of guys. You could take a train to the big city. You could go for a hiking with a bunch of guys. You could play hide and seek in the dark. I don't know, like do something cool. Do something awesome that other people around you would want to join you for. I heard this advice and I wanted to start implementing this, but I realized that like, how do you start implementing that? Like, it's a crazy vague topic. You start by breaking it down. You know that old advice where you would want to go to the gym, and there's always this discipline advice where it's like, okay, don't think about going to the gym and hitting a leg day. Think about putting on your shoes. Think about tying your shoes. Think about walking to the gym. Okay, now think about putting on the weights. Okay, now think about getting under the barbell. Now think about hitting a few warm-up. So instead of thinking about this massive thing like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go take a bunch of guys out and go hit a hard workout in the rain, think about like, okay, how could I actually break this down? Okay, well, I want to start weekly hitting a workout with a bunch of guys that I know. Okay, well, I could go find a local gym. I could search on Google for some local gyms that I could start going to, or like a cool spot, or like a park that we could go hit the workout in. Okay, I found the park. Like, what's the next step? And you just ask yourself this question. You just ask, okay, what is the next step? Don't think about the big picture, because it's going to overwhelm you. And you think, okay, I found the park. Okay, well, I could go hit a test workout by myself. Okay, I could go and invite one friend, right? just one friend that I know, maybe one of my very close friends. We could just go out and we could go hit the workout together because I already know the spot. Okay. And then I could go and hit the workout with a book. Then I could invite more people. And you just gotta start thinking, like, just one step at a time. That's the idea here. Is you just take it one step at a time. If it's, I want to go interview people for my YouTube channel, okay, what's the first step? Okay, well, why don't I go get a friend? Yep, why don't I make sure I got the right equipment? Okay, how do I interview people? Okay, interesting. And you just, instead of like, it's so easy to say no to this big picture thing, but if it's like, okay, I told myself I was going to go interview people, well, just start with the basics. Okay, what questions should I ask? Okay, get those down. Get each thing down, and then, okay, where would I go for this? Okay, boom, plan it out. And then, okay, who would I bring with me to help interview people? And you take it one step at a time. And our ideal life for you is literally, just imagine like this monk mode, but you have like 3 or 4 vibrant activities that you do with a bunch of other guys each time a week. Like, you probably have an extra 3 or 4 hours that you could spend just going out places each week, right? I mean, most people do. Especially if you're on like monk mode and you have all this time to sit inside and like work on your business, you probably have a lot of time you're not using to just go out, especially if you're in school. Like, seriously, this could be, and your business will do better if you do this. Just take the idea today. Start planning this out. Start breaking it down. Because if it's this vague idea in your head of like, oh, I need a social life and a brotherhood, but you never actually act on it, it's not gonna happen. So start breaking it down. Today, take some time. Think, okay, I want to start one weekly adventure at a time. So my ideal life would be, okay, I have like 4 cool things, 5 cool things each week I'm going out to. Well, where do I start? I start with 1. Okay, well, what could be like a weekly thing I do? Okay, I could hit a workout with a bunch of guys. Okay, how do I start doing that? Okay, well, I invite one friend and I find the spot, and like just break it down. It's way less massive in your mind when it's just this short list of ideas. You just start step by step. It's very simple. But if you make it this big thing, you'll never do anything. This is how you start building a life you're proud of. Go ahead and click subscribe right now to join me on my journey to the top. And I come here twice a week, Monday and Friday, to share my lessons along my journey. Thank you for watching. See you.